Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how I make this beautiful cream rose flower fairy. I'll be using supplies from my Valentine's Day Flower Fairy Kit. I wanted to show you some different ways you can style this doll. Here's one of the other dolls I made using the supplies from this kit. It's fun because you can really customize these dolls. You get to pick out the hair color and the skin color. And this is the third video I've done showing the dolls in the that come in this kit. So here are the other two dolls, or the flowers that come in the kit, and then you get all the supplies you need to make your own flower fairies. So whether you purchase a kit or you have all of your own supplies, I hope this gives you some fun inspiration for Valentine flower fairies. And let's grab some supplies and get started. So the first thing you get in the kit is this gorgeous cream English rose. It's so pretty. One thing I love about this, a lot of times when I look for roses in the craft stores, they have a lot of glue holding them together. This one doesn't. It's just this beautiful cream rose with tons of beautiful layers. And then I've got some cream thread and some pink thread. These both come in the kit. And this gorgeous pink and gold glitter. It is so sparkly and beautiful, and it has little gold hearts in it. It's just so pretty. I love the combination of the soft pink and the gold hearts against the cream flower. It's so pretty. And then you get 3 crystals. I'll actually be using the pink crystal on this doll, but any of them would look really pretty on her dress. And then, of course, we have the basic supplies we need to make a flower fairy. So I have a wooden bead, some floral wire, and some embroidery floss that matches the bead. So we're doing the dark brown skin tone for this doll, and then the dark brown black hair. And these are all choices you get to make when you purchase a kit. You can pick the skin tone and the hair color. And if you're new to making fairies, you'll want to check out my basic fairy doll tutorial. I have tons and tons of videos that break down all the different steps, and those will all be linked below. You can also see I've already styled her hair. I thought it would be fun to give her a sassy ponytail, and I just love this hairstyle for fairies. It's so fun. The additional things you'll need are some craft glue. I've got some Mod Podge and a paintbrush. This is so we can apply or attach the glitter to her dress. And then I have some E6000 glue and a toothpick to apply the crystal. I've got some sharp scissors and, of course, my trusty glue gun set on low. I promise you it's so much easier to make a fairy if you have a dual temperature glue gun. Let's get started. Okay, so I've already styled her hair. You can style her hair however you'd like. And I've wrapped some of the cream thread around her ponytail, and I'm taking that same thread and I'm wrapping right up to underneath her arms. I'm giving her some straps at the top of her dress. There will be a link for that tutorial below. I'm going to set her aside, grab my flower, and pull it apart. And look at all of these beautiful, beautiful layers of this English rose. It's so pretty. So one thing I like about this flower, and what I'm going to do is now I'm going to start layering the petals together in different ways to decide what I want her skirt to look like. So you can use the bigger, longer petals on the top, which will give her more of a flowy skirt, or you can do it so that the shorter, more roughly layers are on top, which is what I ended up doing. It's just fun to have different options so you can get a different look with her dress. So I'm using a couple of those smaller petals right on top, and then once I get it the way that I like it, I'm going to hold it up to my doll, make sure that that's the look I want, and you can always go back and add more layers if you need to. Then I'm going to cut into the center of each petal, and because these top layers are very fragile, I'm actually just taking my scissors and cutting around a little bit so we can slide those petals up and around her waist. And then for the bigger petals, I fold it in half, cut a little slit, fold it in half again. So essentially we're cutting an X into the center of each petal. And this will allow us to slide the petals up and around our doll's waist. So I do that with all of the petals, and then I'm going to, you guessed it, slide them up and around her waist. So be really careful with these smaller petals. They are quite fragile, and I did make a couple fairies where the petals kind of tore a little bit. So just make sure you're being really careful with those. Okay, and once I have her dressed, I'm going to grab my glue gun, and using tiny dabs of glue, I am going to hook her skirt together. And you want to make sure that the petals are overlapping nicely, that they're not sitting directly on top of each other. You want a nice full skirt. And then I will slide my hand underneath her dress, hold her legs, and press the skirt down to give it a nice shape. And this is what we've got so far. And is this not the sweetest, cutest fairy dress? I love it. It's so pretty. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is give her a pair of pink shoes. So I'm just using this pink thread to give her a little pair of pink shoes. You could also add gloves if you wanted to. I think the pink shoes are so cute. And I decided not to give her gloves, but I do have a gloves and shoes tutorial I'll link below. And then we're going to dress her up with some sparkly pink glitter. So I've got my Mod Podge. I just put a little bit of it in a container. I've got my paintbrush, and I'm going to put a generous layer of the glue right around her waist. This glitter does have chunkier, bigger pieces in it, so we want enough glue to hold that glitter down. And so I'm just painting it on. You can see I'm doing a really thick layer of the glue. I like using the paintbrush because you can really control where you're putting the glue. So you're controlling where the glitter is going to end up. And then I take my glitter and I'm just going to sprinkle it over the glue and gently tap it with my fingers and let it set a little bit. The gold hearts in this glitter are so darling. And what you can do, if you haven't checked out my pink daisy Valentine fairy, I'll link that below. The glitter I use in that has little red hearts in it. And I actually take tweezers and place some of the hearts in exact spots on her skirt. So if you wanted to go back and do that with these little gold hearts, you definitely could. So I'll link that video below. It was really fun putting the little gold glittery hearts in specific spots to make them stand out more. And then I'm going to grab my E6000 glue. You could also use craft glue. I feel like this holds the crystals down really well. Using my toothpick, I'm just putting a little bit of the glue at the top of her dress, and I'm going to put that pink crystal right at the top of her dress. I love how this matches her shoes and just makes the pink glitter pop. I think it's subtle, but it's so elegant and so sweet and so cute. I love it. And that's it, guys. We're all set. What do you think? This kit was so much fun to do. I love Valentine's Day. I love decorating for Valentine's Day. And I think each fairy in this kit just turned out so beautiful. If you're interested in purchasing a fairy kit, I will link that below. The nice thing is you get everything you need to make a fairy doll. I've saved you the hassle of rounding all the supplies up. Or if you have all your own supplies, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please let me know in the comments below what questions you have about fairies. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, once again, post those below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps me out so much. Also, check out some of my other flower fairy tutorials. And if you missed it, I've got some super cute Valentine gnomes that I just posted this last week. Thanks you guys so much. We'll see you next time.